Hey, it's me, Pete, TSR, and the reason why I've been absent from the channel, save for the hauls that I've been doing, I posted on my community tab. By now you've probably heard about it, and there's no easy way to begin this, but I'm just gonna truck right through. In the early morning hours of April 8th, 2023, my dad passed away, Peter Sesko Sr. I am the junior of the family. Um, just to give you a few specifics, I woke up around 9 a.m. It was early morning Saturday. There were a couple folks in the apartment. I woke up to greet mother as I usually do every morning, and that's when she sat me down here and told me what happened. And they had someone from the first responders in the room with dad, and to see him like that, uh, one really cannot find the words for that. But I did try to muster up some words by calling him a hard-ass soldier. What I meant by that was he put his family first before he put his own health first. He told me a couple years ago he had cancer, and I told him that you need to get yourself checked out and you had to go and fight this. He went and saw a doctor a couple of times, but that was about it. He just decided to bust it off and take care of us. In his final few years, he wasn't around for a good chunk of the 24 years that I spent on this earth, but he wanted to make right by all of us. So in his final few years here, only time will tell if he did. I will say one thing though. A good many of what you see around here, that's because of Dad. He knew that this was my passion. Um, YouTubing for about 11 years, and this right here, this exact thing, thrifting for 6 years now. And although he discouraged me from filling up this house, he knew that, you know, I would give out what I would get right back. Um, and he openly encouraged me to keep pursuing this two-way level of communication that I've cherished for over a decade. And he actually bought me the Sony Handycam that I used for all of my videos. That's the camera that I've been using for 11 years. I was actually the second version of a camera that he got me. No, it was his only camera. He got that. That is the camera that I've been using for 11 years. The Sony Handycam, which I used to do all my videos. So I just had a brain lapse. To say that I'll miss my dad is an understatement. And he, towards the end of his life, wanted to fill in the gaps for me. You guys know that I have a stepdad, David Rodriguez, and he was there for a good chunk of my life and actively present in my life. I got my love for WWE from my stepdad. Um, I grew tepid fondness for construction shows on TV, home improvement, through my father and I share the same DNA with. You can't fill in gaps that have already been filled by somebody else, but I give Dad a lot of credit. He tried to do that. And so, in a couple of days, we will gather at Risen King Church in Butler. It'll be Saturday, May 6th at 1 p.m., and we will have a memorial service. We'll get to say goodbye to him, and we'll reminisce on the good times and the not so good times, and we'll try to do it all with a smile, through the tears, through the grief. I'm dreading every moment building up to it, and I'm dreading the moment itself, which is why I haven't been doing any proper videos on this channel, save for the hauls that I've been doing. I actually did one earlier today, and I don't even know if I want to squeeze it in at the last moment because it's been tough for me to get through these past few weeks. So that's why I've been absent from the channel. Uh, I miss my dad a lot. Per his wishes, he will be cremated, and we'll all have a piece of him here to watch over all of us. There's a GoFundMe that has reached halfway through its goal of $5,000. We wanted a good amount. There's somebody at the door. I'm sorry. If you're interested in donating to cover for the memorial service and associated fees, I'll link it below. Um, and hopefully by next week after that service, I'll come back here and get back on track with regular videos, little by little, step by step. And actually, there's a silver lining here. This past a few days ago, I think about a week or so ago, um, I received um, a blessing from Dad. I don't know. I don't want to specify what it was, but it was through a blessing from Dad that allowed me to take a trip to New York City. The first time I ever been to New York in over 10 years. And I went to visit the Friends Experience. It's the main one in New York City. It's a 2-level pop-up museum, which is dedicated to Friends. So, that's a neighbor. Um, and that was, I don't want to say financed by Dad, but you know it was financed by Dad. It is, it's, it's not so cool to say it, but, I will inherit a few things. Things that I will put to good use here and later in life. But one of the immediate things was going down to the Friends Experience in New York City. Uh, and if you're ever in New York City or even in Philadelphia, Seattle, uh, you ought to check out the Friends Experience. It's a fairyland for Friends fans. I've become one of them over the past nearly a year. I will show you videos from that experience over the summer, um, bit by bit, place by place, with every Friends review I do, and I'll go over that um, in due time, but it'll be over the summer. Uh, that's it. So I miss my dad, and I'll keep missing him until it's time for me to go, and we'll get to see each other again. Being that he was a born again Christian, a man of deep faith, I know where he is, and he's happy where he is. And we're just trying to be happy for him in one place while the perpetual sadness suddenly won't be wiped away in the other place. Thank you guys for your words of kindness and for watching. And Dad, I'll see you on the other side. And I'll see you on the third side.